Hello everybody, thank you for joining me. This is Game God Fluent, bringing you episode 1 of a sort of impromptu LP. Something a bit different, and something that was unscheduled. See, what happened was, I got a new laptop, and the past few days have been setting it up and stuff, and this is on the new laptop here. And it kind of messed up my schedule a bit because I didn't get to play the games that were scheduled. Basically, Caves of Lore was scheduled to play today to continue that LP. And I kind of missed the last couple days of it. So what I'm going to do is actually kind of rewrite the schedule a little bit. And I have a really strong urge to play this game. As I said, I did about 8 episodes of it in a previous LP that, I left open, but I thought this time we can probably get really deep into it, really explore it, and hopefully go past 8 episodes. But I'll go ahead and schedule this game for 3 days of recording, and we'll see what happens. So we are indeed playing episode 1 of Let's Play Wizardry 8. Now, a few things before we start. I do have the WizFast installed, which speeds up combat. And I also have transparent compasses, which I'll show you guys in a bit. Let's hit play and get right into it. Play Wizardry 8. Go ahead and light a smoke here. Wizardry 8. It's awesome. I can't wait. We're not going to read the manual this time around or anything like that. I kind of have the basic idea of how to play it. A lot of it is basic RPG senses and that sort of thing, like from other games, but I do want to show you guys the options that we have set. So we have the monster movement speed. It's actually with WizFast, which will adjust as well. I have it to 25 times instead of, as this says, 5 maximum here. We're going to play on normal. Should I play on expert? We'll see. Might turn it up. Phase-based, I did change a few things here, like I'm not going to auto-swap weapons, probably not going to auto-advance to the next character. I do want to stop movement for game events. Toggle mouse look, I see I changed, I turned mouse look toggle on. Will target single target spells, sure. Alright, auto-save I turned on as well. I put verbose combat messages. I want to make simplified NPCs because apparently this gives you a few keywords to use when you're talking with NPCs. Control right click, we can just use a regular right click. Show hit points numerically, sure, and auto scroll combat messages, so that's pretty cool. I did make a few more changes. I have all the graphical details on except for blurred text. But here's where I made some interesting changes I feel that you guys should be aware of. So I put WASD QE on the movement. Okay, so that's different. Made a few changes here. If you're like a Wizardry 8 veteran, then you can see what I did. Let's see, I put pause game to spacebar instead of what that was being used for. I put toggle search mode as question mark key. I put quick save load on F5, swap weapons on comma. That stayed the same. My laptop does have the number pad and everything. And this is pretty cool. Enter starts a combat round. F1 for the camera lock. I put attack on number 0. I put defend on the period right to the right of the 0 on the numpad. And then on the number pad 1, I put equip, just because the other keys were being used by other stuff. So we have to remember there's turn undead, there's pray, which I'm not quite sure, and protect, stuff like that. So, yeah, let's go ahead and go back. So that's everything options-wise. Let's go ahead and check out the introduction. I'll be quiet.
Before the beginning, the Cosmic Lords crafted 3 artifacts. First was the Astral Domine, infused with the power of life itself. Next, the Chaos Moleri, source of all change. Last was the Destiny Dominus, containing all knowledge. The Lords created the very first world using these artifacts, planet Dominus, and placed it next to the cosmic circle. When the work of creation was finished, the Lords hid the items using the cosmic forge, and so their secrets remained hidden for a time. Then the unthinkable happened. The cosmic forge was stolen. The magic concealing the 3 items failed. News of the artifacts spread throughout the countless worlds. With it spread an even more unbelievable rumor. Whoever obtains all 3 will gain the powers of the cosmic lords. The Astral Domine was first of the 3 to be found. Hidden on a remote world, it was the subject of a bitter war between the militant Umpane, the devious Trang, and the Dark Savant. In the end, the Dark Savant gained the Astral Domine. Within it, he found a map pointing to Dominus. The Chaos Moleri was discovered half a galaxy away. The Mook found the device when it tore through a nearby moon with unbelievable force. When the Mook recovered the object, they too discovered a map. The Destiny Dominus collected dust in a remote monastery on Dominus for uncounted years. Its true powers concealed with magic writ by the forge. But the Destiny Dominus is no longer there. A madman named Martin stole it, they say. And Martin has vanished. A new age is about to begin. A new page will be written in the Book of Fate. It is the time of the Ascension and the dawning of a new destiny. Who will prove worthy? Who will become cosmic lords themselves?
I love it. So, very cool. Let's go ahead and start new game. And in this episode, we're just going to be creating a party. So I don't have anything to import from 7 to 8. Actually, my party, I believe, from my last playthrough might be these characters. I'm not sure. I think I remember making them. Clara, Caroni, Ellie, Sam Corelli. That's definitely my character. Maybe Quelazar too. So this might be my 6 from before. And then there's all these other characters. I'm not going to go through them all, but if you played the game before, well, I guess I will really quickly. They are pretty cool, and they have cool names and stuff. Canis Fidelis. He's a male Rawolf Lord. Iona Alabar, human bard. Flicker Willerwand, female fairy, a kindly female fairy mage. Drizbach von Eisen, intellectual gnome alchemist. Sprocket the Tinker, Mook Gadgeteer, also an intellectual. Ulf Thorensen, aggressive male dwarf priest. Gudrun Unstockter, burly female Valkyrie, human. Talan Tenarten, female intellectual elf bishop. Slartessalar, burly male lizardman fighter. Tempest Italian, human chaotic psionic. Fingers McNabb, cunning male hobbit rogue. I love it. Sparrow, the chaotic female human ninja. Taku the Blade, the laid-back Felper, male samurai. And finally, Evanstar Clearwater, an eccentric female human monk. And I guess what I made here was Quelazar, an intellectual male Dracon samurai. Sam Corelli, a cunning male gnome rogue. Ellie, an eccentric female elf bard. Clara, a laid-back female dwarf priest. Caroni, a cunning female Velper Valkyrie. Gonna make some changes this time for sure. And Gareth, an aggressive male human mage. So we're gonna create a character, and this is such an awesome create a character system. And it's gonna take some time, so I suggest you guys, if you want to watch this, just lay back and relax, and you know, we're really gonna dig in here. So out of the races we can be human. You can, you know, keep your eye on all these different modifiers when I switch from classes. Like, you know, elves get plus 10 wind resist, I guess, 20. I actually don't know what those are. I should probably know that. Looks like fire, water, wind, earth, holy, and dark, maybe? Or mind? That looks like a brain, maybe? Mind. You know, they get different modifiers and stuff. And then there's dwarf. They get dwarven damage resistance, 12 fire resist. Gnome. Yeah, that must be mind resist, earth resist. You know, different in starting stats as well. So we've got hobbits. Yes, hobbits. That is actually, well, I won't get all into all that. I don't want to get flagged on the video. Look at all the things fairies have. +2 base AC bonus. Unusual starting equipment. Reduced carrying capacity, equipable item weight limit, and faster magic power recovery. They get a lot of resistance. Lizard Man, he gets a lot of resistance, or she. Slower magic power recovery, but starts with lots of stamina, 70 in vitality. We'll get into all the stats and everything. A Dracon can breathe acid. No difference between the males and females of any race, I think. Felper. See what they start with. Rawolf, the wolf people. Get some resistance. The mooks that look like another licensed character. And finally back to human. So those are the races that we have. Now let's go through the profession list. We've got fighter. And keep your eyes on this, guys. This is the combination of profession, race, well, I guess, and gender, but it doesn't really make a difference, gender. But your profession and race. So the higher this bonus points per attribute is, the better that race makes of that class, if I'm understanding it right. So humans make pretty good fighters. Not great lords, but they can be one. But let's look at each class's abilities and traits. Fighters get close combat skill bonus, stamina regen, may knock out opponents, and berserk attack option. Lords get dual weapon skill bonus and health regen. And you can see their profession skills as well, sword, dagger, but you can change these, I think. I'm not sure if you can remove like the ones that are built in, but you can definitely add others. And fighter had ranged combat, sword, axe, shield. Then we've got Valkyrie, polearm skill bonus, and they can cheat death, and they have close combat, polearm, mythology, and axe. We'll get into the skills too. You know, they have a 9 ability. Ranger's a 9, ranged combat skill bonus, ranged criticals, and searches all the time. That's very important. We'll get into that too. They start with ranged combat, scouting, bone, mythology. Samurai, sword skill bonus, they're fearless, lightning strike, sword, close combat, dual weapons, and critical strike. Very cool critical base class. Ninjas, critical strike skill bonus, thrown criticals, and thrown auto penetrate. They start with critical strike as their main one. The one in blue is their main one. They get a 25% bonus to whatever their score is in that. Close combat, martial arts, throwing and sling, and stealth. Then we've got monks, martial arts skill bonus, natural damage resistance, effective while blind. Interesting. Martial arts, close combat, critical strike, staff and wand, and stealth. We've got rogue, locks and traps skill bonus, and attacks by backstabbing. They of course get locks and traps, dagger, dual weapons, pickpocket, and stealth. Gadgeteer, modern weapon skill bonus, so there are modern weapons like, I guess, guns in the game. I never got that far. And merge items into gadgets, and they start with modern weapon, ranged combat, engineering, locks and traps. And a bard, communication skill bonus, that's obviously the speechcraft, the talking, and improves party camping. They specialize in communication, music, mythology, and artifacts. Priest, divinity skill bonus, they pray for miracles. I guess that's what pray does in combat. And they can turn dead as well. They get divinity, mace, and flail. Staff and wand and communication even. Alchemists, they get an alchemy skill bonus, makes potions while camping. They get alchemy, mythology, throwing, and sling. Still goes on, guys. That's why I love this game. It's just jam-packed with races and classes and good stuff. Bishops get artifact skill bonus, remove cursed items, and dispel undead as well. They start with artifacts, alchemy, wizardry, divinity, and psionics. Very powerful class. And here's the psionic. They get psionic skill bonus, they're fearless, and they get mental condition immunity. Their skills are psionics, communication, mythology, and mental magic. First time to see mental magic. Then there's mage, wizardry skill bonus, 5% bonus to all resists. They get wizardry, fire, water, air, and mental magic. And back to fighter. So our first character, I don't have this planned out in any way. I might go with a... Does Valkyrie, if we go to Lord... No, male or female doesn't matter. What about Valkyrie? Oh, Valkyries have to be female. Okay, so some classes do have to be a certain gender. So Lord can be male or female. They get no bonus points. That's interesting. So if we quickly go through this, we'll see... it says that Felpers don't make great Valkyries. Am I understanding this right? What if I were to change to, like, Raw Wolf? See, they'd make better Valkyries, I guess? Ranger, Samurai, Ninja, Monk, Rogue. Okay, Felper would make a great Rogue based on their starting stats. Decent Gadgeteer, pretty good Bard. Not a great Priest, pretty good Alchemist. Not a great Bishop, pretty good Psionic, pretty good Mage. And just decent Fighter. So I actually... Who makes the best Valkyrie? Raw Wolf? Human? Dwarves? I guess... Lizardman, Draken. So I guess, 9 is as good as you're going to get there. But I want to make a Felper. I'll go to you, a Ranger 5. Ninja. Monk. Monk is interesting. I mean, they're all interesting, but Staff and Wand, I like that. I like Critical Strike, Close Combat, Stealth. She doesn't quite have the vitality to be a great monk, but are Felpers the best rogues? It looks like it. Fairies, hobbits are number 1, fairies are number 3, and Felper, solid number 2 behind the hobbits. I think we definitely want a rogue. So if I'm thinking 3 up front, 3 in the back, wouldn't mind having an alchemist. Wouldn't mind having a bishop instead of a priest. Who makes the best bishop? Humans are pretty good. Elves are good. Dwarves barely make the cut. Gnomes are good. Fairies are good. Lizardmen barely make the cut. So do Dracons. Felper, Rolf. Okay, so human. Well, actually, elf. An elven bishop. Best psionic would probably be elf. Then there's gnomes. Hobbits make good psionics. Fairies. Lizardmen and Dracons, no. Felpers are good. Rolfs are okay. Mooks make very good psionics. I think I definitely want someone to major in communication here for us. Psionics are obviously not a frontline class. Oh wow. Oh my gosh, we can read all this. Awesome. This might be a multi-part video, because we're gonna go over all this. I love this type of stuff. So humans are the race to which all others in wizardry are compared, perfectly balanced in their statistics, having no particular strengths and no decided weaknesses. Humans are capable of dueling well, regardless of the profession they enter. No abilities and traits, and there's their base attributes. So if I click fighter, will it tell me anything about what humans are? So we'll go through the races first. Elves. Elves are slight, elegant creatures with pointed ears. They excel at intellectual pursuits, loving not only what they learn, but the study that comes with it as well. Armed with these smarts, elves make excellent mages, alchemists, psionics, or bishops. No abilities or traits. Dwarves. Dwarves are small, sturdy creatures with a taste for battle and a fierce devotion to their cause. While they are short in stature, they possess surprising strength and vitality. This makes them a natural for combat-related professions, while their piety makes them excellent priests. Their inborn toughness allows them to laugh off blows that would devastate others. That's their dwarven damage resistance. You can see their starting stats: vitality, piety, strength. So not too hard to wrap your head around. It's, pretty well laid out here. A solitary race, the gnomes are most often found in underground caves and are intelligent, sturdy, and agile creatures. Their small stance can easily fool opponents in combat. Spending much of their life in quiet study, gnomes make fine mages and alchemists. I may have some kind of quirky classes, though. I like making quirky things in these RPGs. This race are a friendly, short, nimble race. The halfling doesn't seem very formidable at first glance. Appearances are deceiving, though. The hobbits with high dexterity makes them a fine ninja or samurai and an excellent rogue. Their fleet fingers also make them a good bard or gadgeteer. It's pretty good starting stats. Sorry if I'm a little stuffed up, guys. It's just how it's gotta be. Fairies are tiny, delicate, and beautiful beings. Their small size and lightning speed make them naturally hard to hit. Fairies cannot use most weapons or armor due to their size, and hence make poor fighters. However, their unparalleled intelligence makes them excellent mages, psionics, or alchemists, while their speed allows them to be effective ninjas and monks. So I'm pretty sure that a female fairy ninja gets a special weapon in the game. I should probably look up the special weapons and maybe go ahead and make the classes based on that, but I don't know. I don't know because, like I said, I like to have quirky stuff. The lizardman is a massive reptilian being of uncertain origins. Although it is human-like in its ability to talk and walk upright, the lizardman is not very intelligent or personable. Actually, others tend to avoid him. Its strengths lie in its natural ability to fight and win. Strong and hardy, with a mind that thinks about nothing but killing, the lizardman can be the perfect fighter. Very high vitality and strength. Then we've got Dracons. A mixture of blood between the human and the dragon created this wondrous race with incredibly unique abilities. It is strong, dexterous, and hardy, and can make a great ranger, rogue, or fighter. The Dracon also has a limited ability to breathe acid upon its opponents. So very good vitality, very good strength, pretty good dexterity, speed. Then we've got the Felper. Like their distant relative, the cat, Felpers are fast and nimble. Throughout their evolution, they have relied on their sleek body styling and speed more than actual physical strength, and have the ability to move their bodies with a grace unknown to virtually any other race. They are well suited to any profession that requires speed, such as ninja or samurai. Really, samurai? Huh. I guess samurai just has some, demanding starting stats. That also matters in the scheme of things. And see, the attributes have to change a little bit to match some of these harder professions to get involved in. Rawwolves are devout and hardy creatures descending from a race of intelligent bipedal canines. They share their ancestors' caring personality and thick coat, as well as traces of their strong vitality and keen senses. The Rawwolf's unequaled piety makes it an excellent priest, lord, or Valkyrie. So they have a lot of piety, huh? Yeah, pretty good there. Whoops. Mook. Very magical in nature, Mook are alien creatures hailing from a distant planet. Measuring well over 7 feet in height, a Mook is a fearsome sight for any opponent. However, they are actually an intelligent, logical race. Their incredible sensory ability doesn't let too much pass by undetected, making them excellent psionics and fine rangers. Very nice strength, intelligence, vitality, senses. Very cool. And that's back to human. Okay, so that's all of the races. Let's go ahead and take a look at the classes. And we'll start to figure out what we want to do here. Description: fighters are the best overall combatants in all of Wizardry. While they have no magic, their high hit points and strength make them effective shock troops. Their intense training allows them to knock out opponents with a single hit and keeps them going long after their comrades have fallen. Their uncanny ability to fight also allows them to go berserk in combat, a frenzied state that allows them to do double damage, but leaves them more vulnerable to attacks themselves. Fighters can wear most all armor and use most weapons. And we went over this stuff, but also the starting equipment: a buckler, shield, leather cuirass, fur leggings, sandals, and a battle axe or longsword, both of which they're proficient in. Then we've got the Lord. This requires a lot of stats, as you can see. Both an excellent fighter and a pious spellcaster, Lords are the true Crusader Knights in Wizardry. While their combat skills are their primary concern, Lords begin to learn priest spells around the 5th level of experience, giving them the power to heal as well as harm. Because of their religious training, Lords are also able to mysteriously heal their wounds over time without the aid of magic. Health regen, dual weapons. Starting equipment is a rapier, a main gouch, quilt tunic, quilt legging, buskins, and a steel helm. So they come pretty decked out. Valkyrie, a profession open only to female characters, the Valkyrie is a first-rate lance warrior. Her knowledge of weapons is vast and her spirit for combat is great. Around the 5th level of ability, Valkyries begin the study of priest spells. Although no one is certain how she does it, the Valkyrie also has the unique ability to cheat death. Takes a bunch of stats. Starts with a spear, a fur halter, a chamois skirt, sandals, leather helm. Rangers. The nature lover of Wizardry, the Ranger enjoys a talent for scouting out things such as secret passages and hidden items. Their keen senses allow them to search constantly without effort or delay. Much like Robin Hood, a classic of this profession, Rangers are excellent archers. Their deadly accurate aim allows them to occasionally kill an opponent with a single arrow. Around the 5th level of experience, Rangers slowly begin to learn alchemist spells. So that's that range criticals and searches all the time, which is hugely useful. And they start with a short bow, a bundle of arrows, suede doublet, suede pants, and buskins. I think we will have a ranger in the party as well as a bishop, but we'll see. The true swordsman of Wizardry, the samurai has dedicated his or her life to the study of the sword. High starting stats. Their speed and accuracy helps them to fight their way through most any situation, occasionally striking multiple times within a single attack. Those who have faced the samurai refer to this as lightning strike. Samurai are never afraid and can learn the deadly skill of the critical kill. Their mystical side allows them to develop mage spells at around the 5th level of XP. They start with a katana and a wakizashi, dual weapons of course. Robes, underrobes I guess, and long robes or leg robes, I'm not sure. Sandals. Then we've got Ninja, the ultimate assassin. The ninja is a silent and devout killer, able to critically kill his opponents with deadly weapons or his bare hands. Also very high starting stats. The ninja can also kill from a distance, throwing objects with such accuracy that they always penetrate the opponent's armor and sometimes kill in a single shot. As they grow in experience, ninja gradually begin to learn alchemist spells. And they start with a shirt with shuriken, a ninja cowl, ninja garb, under, ninja garb, L, and tabby boots. The monk, a wandering soul in search of inner development. The monk is a talented spiritual warrior. The monk also possesses keen insight into the ways of the mind and the body, a gift that allows him to resist damage and to fight even when blind. The monk has also mastered the art of fighting barehanded and may critically hit an opponent. The monk begins to learn spells from the psionic spellbook around the 5th level. They start with a bow, shuriken, robes, UNL, and sandals. Rogues. No one can do a party more financial favor than the rogue. Skilled at doing unto others what you would not want done unto you, the rogue is the master of breaking and entering, pickpocketing and lockpicking. Whether it's opening a trapped chest or lifting a beautiful helm right off someone's head, the rogue is a thief without peer. While they can't use heavy weapons or armor, rogues can also be deadly warriors capable of backstabbing an opponent for extra damage. They start with 2 daggers, a throwing knife, cloth shirt and pants, and a buskins, and they have low requirements. Gadgeteer. Experts in engineering, the Gadgeteer can make deadly devices from mundane items he finds during his travels. His ability to tinker is so legendary that his objects are sought the world over. Unfortunately, they are often so complex that none but a Gadgeteer can use them. The Gadgeteer's natural engineering training has also taught him much about modern weapons and locks and traps. All Gadgeteers come with their own homemade weapon, the Omnigun. And they start with bullet stones, cloth shirts, cloth pants, sandals, and Omnigun MK1, which may be upgradable or something. Now, I might think we take a Gadgeteer over a rogue because they also start with locks and traps. Just not as offensively minded. Bard. Few truly understand the awesome power of a bard and the gifts he brings to a party. His ability to play different enchanted instruments is able to save the party time and time again when nothing else can. And word has it that Dominus is home to many such instruments. His magical songs can strengthen his friends or damage his foes. He keeps morale strong, thus improving everyone's health while camping, and his ability to smooth talk the most stubborn individual is nearly legendary. May have a bard there too. Short sword, sling, bullet stones, cloth shirt and pants, and a poet's lute. We've got a priest. Long known for their healing powers, priests are useful to any party hoping to live for more than a day on Dominus. Pious, dedicated individuals, priests give all of their attention to the study of divine priest spells. Their devotion allows them to learn priest spells quicker than any other profession. Their constant contact with a higher power allows them to pray for miracles, sometimes getting results that mean the difference between life and death. Priests also are able to dispel the undead. They start with robes, UNL, sandals, potion of light heal, and a mace or quarterstaff. Alchemists are known for their knowledge, or they use their knowledge to bend matter to their own will. Alchemists use their high intelligence to concentrate their studies on their art, allowing them to learn alchemist spells faster than any other profession in wizardry. Since alchemists rely on powders, potions, and gestures, rather than magic words, they can still cast spells when silenced. When the party makes camp, alchemists often prepare potions while the rest of the party rests itself for the battle ahead. Short staff, robes, UNL, sandals, and a cherry bomb. And then we have Bishop, extremely intelligent and pious individuals. Bishops devote their lives to pondering ancient knowledge. Pulling the wisdom of all schools of magic, bishops are well-read characters who can learn any spell. However, because of the time required to study 4 spell books, bishops learn spells more slowly than their specialist counterparts. It is rumored that some bishops have chosen to pursue only 2 of the spell books at a time to increase the pace of their learning in a particular area. Like the priest, the bishop's contact with the divine allows him to dispel undead. The bishop also has the unique ability to remove cursed items from party members without casting a spell. Very useful. Quarterstaff, robes, UNL, sandals, and a mitre or mitre. And a psionic. Psionics have developed their mental powers to a level that no other profession can hope to possess. So disciplined are they that they cannot be made afraid, insane, or turned against their comrades. Their spells have the ability to influence the mind, read it, and mess with it in general, while their mental power is so great that they can influence whole groups of creatures at once. Their intense concentration allows psionics to learn mental spells faster than any other profession. They start with the dagger, robes, UNL, sandals, and a potion of pure cure light condition. And finally, the mage. Legendary for their intense, deadly magic, mages devote their life's work to manipulating the elements for harm and good, but mostly harm. Because they concentrate on only one spellbook, mages learn mage spells quicker than any other profession in wizardry. They have poor hit points and are limited in armor and weapons they can use. However, their powerful spellcasting makes them ideal for any party. A lifetime of exposure to magic has made mages somewhat resistant to its effects. They start with a short staff, robes, UNL, sandals, and a scroll of magic missiles. So that's everything, okay? So, let's see if I can Alt-Tab and successfully see how long we've been playing. 34 minutes. So we can, good to know that Alt-Tab works too, but the classes I'm really kind of want to lock down on, possibly Lord or Valkyrie. Both learn priest spells because level 5, yeah, but I'm not going to have an actual priest, I don't think. So like Valkyrie, Ranger, Valkyrie, Ranger, What spells do monks learn? Psionic. Another definite is probably the Gadgeteer instead of the Rogue. I'll miss out on Pickpocket and stuff, but I could always get Pickpocket, I think, with the Gadgeteer. A Bard I want. Do they learn any spells? No. So I kind of want a Bard, a Gadgeteer, a Ranger, a Valkyrie, and that's 4. And maybe a Bishop and a Psionic. Or, I want the Alchemist, though. Probably a Bishop for Divinity. And the Bard has communication. Mental Magic I kind of want, though, but the Alchemist makes potions. So I might go like Bishop, Alchemist, and this is just on the top of my head. We're gonna have to refine this. Bard, Gadgeteer, Ranger, and probably Valkyrie. They also gain priest spells. Or possibility of Samurai. They learn alchemist spells. Oh no, they develop mage spells. So they're also an option. Gadgeteer do not learn spells. They go for gadgets. I definitely want one though. Definitely want a Bard for the communication ability. And what they bring along. Mythology, music, artifacts. I definitely want that communication and improving the party camping. Alchemists can make potions while camping, which is very nice. And they learn alchemy spells, which I don't know. We have a Bishop who can learn like a little bit of alchemy. We need the Bishop because we need someone to do divinity. And I guess they can learn psionics too. But they can't learn mental magic. Which makes me think that I want maybe, instead of the Alchemist, as nice as that would be, I'd have to go Bishop and Psionic to round out the party. Bishop goes Divinity and Alchemy, I guess. Or Wizardry and Divinity. And Alchemy. And then the Psionic can go Psionics and Mental Magic. So yeah, I kind of have a good idea of what I want to do. How viable it's going to be, I'm not sure, because we have one Valkyrie. Who else is going to do the damage in melee? Are Bards at all capable melee fighters? What if we make like a Lizard Man Bard? We'd really have to shift that around, but it's a possibility. We're -5 bonus points. Don't know if that would make the greatest Bard in general, but we can mess around with this next time. We're taking a class that's not very well liked and trying to fit them into a Bard, but we have to get creative because even Dracons might be a great choice, a Dracon Bard, because we still get 15 bonus points, and we have a 55 strength. We can get into melee, 60 vitality. This Bard can be a frontline character even. That's what I'm thinking. Or Raw Wolf, maybe. Raw Wolf. Only 45 strength, 50 vitality. Yeah, maybe not as good. This is a more kind of reliable to hit Bard because they have higher dexterity. Yeah. There's the Mook. Not very good speed, but good enough strength and vitality. Good dexterity and senses. Yeah, we'll have to see. Plus, they get 40 bonus points, son. Wow. The Mook makes an excellent Bard. Rather than the Dracon. But it depends what we want. But next time, guys, if you tune in, we're going to get deeper into this and start making characters. I just wanted to go over this to start, and we'll actually make the party next time. It's going to be a lot of fun. What I'm going to do, I have my book right here of my schedule. Let me see if I can grab it real quick. Today in real life is actually May 3rd, my birthday being just right around the corner here. Let's see. So in May, I kind of missed, the first, which was the start, the Caves of Lore. Second, today's actually the 3rd, but it's going on midnight, so we're going to be into the 4th pretty soon. So anyway, I can mark this down to the start of the 4th, but that kind of, I had the Caves of Lore scheduled for the 1st to the 3rd, and then the 4th was rest day, and then I had another game scheduled. I might replace kind of the next game scheduled with Wizardry 8, and then pick up from there and kind of reschedule as needed throughout the month. So hopefully you guys will join me for this. I definitely want to play this a bunch. I definitely want to continue this and keep it going over time as we can check it out, have fun with it. It's going to be cool. It's a game that I always wanted to play a lot more of, and I think much like Dungeon Lords on my channel, I can really get into it and make a lot of episodes in the long run. So I hope you join me for that. Thank you for watching, guys. Appreciate y'all very much. Much love, peace, and joy. Take care, and hope you enjoyed this, and will enjoy more with me. So I hope to see you guys then. This is no time for a slow PC. Get a fast laptop. Alright, see you guys then. Bye-bye.